We can also use the greater than operator. So in this function, we're checking if a value is over 100. So I'm going to put greater than 100. And then here, we're checking if a value is over 10. So I'll put greater than 10. So here we call the function, we pass in 10. And if I run that function, you'll see 10 or under because we're not over 100, we're not over 10, or 10 or under because we passed in 10. We can also use the greater than or equal to operator. So we'll finish this function by using greater than or equal to. That's just a greater than sign and an equal sign. And we'll put 20 down here, just greater than or equal to 10. If I run that, we should see 10 or over because we're passing in 10 and it's greater than or equal to 10. Now I'll show you an example of the less than operator. With this function, we're going to check if the value is less than 25. And then here we're checking if a value is less than 55. So here's a trick I use to remember which symbol is less than and which symbol is more than. If you see the less than symbol looks kind of like the letter L, which is the first letter in less than. And then the more than symbol is just the opposite. And we also have the less than or equal to operator we can use in JavaScript. So here we're going to check if it's less than or equal to 12. So we just put the less than operator, 12. Oh, equal, less than or equal. That's an important part. Here it's the less than or equal to 24 to make this statement true. And if we run, we see smaller than or equal to 12. Number 10 we passed in. Sometimes you want to check if two things are true at the same time. For instance, you may want to check if this value is less than or equal to 50, and you also want to check if the value is more than or equal to 25. So here we have a nested if statement. So it's going to check if it's less than or equal to 50, and if it's more than or equal to 25, then it's going to return yes. But there's an easier way to do this. So what I'm going to do is copy this where it says value is more than or equal to 25. I'm going to delete this nested if statement. So we don't need that if statement. And I'm going to use the AND operator. So we have less than or equal to 50. And if I put two ampersands like this, that means AND. Now I'm going to put value is more than or equal to 25. So this says if value is less than or equal to 50 and the value is also more than or equal to 25, then we're going to return yes. So both this statement and this statement have to be true to get inside this if statement here. In this code here, we're checking if the value is not between 10 and 20. So if the value is less than 10, we return outside. And if the value is more than 20, we return outside. There is an easier way to do this with the logical OR operator. So I'm just going to delete this whole if statement here. and then I can add an OR statement, which is just 2 pipes. So I'm going to put val is less than or more than 20 here. So now we're checking if the value is less than 10 or if the value is more than 20. Either way, we're going to return outside. And then if that's not true, we'll return inside.